Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, world, and welcome to A Positive Mind with Positive Vibes. I am your host, Austin Varvel, and today I've already spoken on this topic once, and it is a topic that is honestly very near and dear to my heart. However, I wanted to give a bit of an update, or share a bit of an update, if you will, on how this specific topic is affecting so many people. And the topic itself is alignment. And when I first spoke on alignment, it was, how to enter alignment, how to cleanse yourself, how to step into a new vibration, how to let go. However, I never really discussed what the journey of alignment looks like. And I wanted to take a few pauses when I said that, is because this is a journey, to say the least. There are a lot of ups and downs. There is a lot of craziness. There are just things that, quite honestly, we don't even predict and we can't explain. So what does the path of alignment, or what does the journey of alignment look like when we're already on it? Well, first and foremost, I want to say that it's going to be different for everybody. I know that there are a lot of people and a lot of entities saying, or trying to determine or describe what alignment looks like for everybody. And the one general consensus that I found is that there is an ascension. There is a conscious ascension. However, the way in which we ascend and the things that we need to go through and the things we need to purge and let go and realize and make peace with, and, and the people we need to forgive, all of these different things, this isn't something that you can kind of create in a blanket statement. This is something that is very personal and individualized. And I also want to say, stop right now and pat yourself on the motherfucking back. And I'm saying that because I think that as we continue to go through, our changes in life, and we ascend and we attempt to find ourselves in our highest vibration and try our best to be in alignment at all times, I don't think we realize what it is we're doing. We are breaking generational cycles. We are transitioning into a whole new way of thinking. We are healing and letting go parts of our inner child, or even parts of our inner genetic family genes that are being passed down. We are letting go of things that may have held us captive for years. We are releasing things that we have held on to for years. So I want to once again tell you to stop right now and congratulate yourself. Acknowledge how far you've come, and acknowledge how strong you are for, number one, acknowledging and accepting the responsibility of doing these things, but also for doing them. Because it's one thing to say that you're going to do something, but it's a whole nother thing to do it, especially when it comes to this alignment and this life transition shit. It has been crazy. Now, I wanted to share this because there's been a lot of people that have reached out to me, and I'm feeling it myself. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. We have some planets in retrograde. We have some really interesting alignments. We have planets that, are conjuncting and sextiling and all these other things that, we have never seen potentially in my lifetime, and potentially millions of others. However, this is something that is affecting us all globally. So I wanted to speak on it because this is something that, once again, is a personalized journey, but is a global phenomenon, if that makes sense. It's something that we all experience, but we all experience in our own way. And what does that alignment look like? Well, on days that it's good, it is seeing numbers of synchronicity, or what other people call angel numbers, right? The 111, 222, 333, 444, 1111, 1010. It could even be two numbers. For example, one of my good friends, her number is 44. Mine is threes. It all determines and is kind of based upon what you feel, right? And what numbers, or what things you resonate with. It could also look like things happening mysteriously for you, you coming into money, you coming into the items you desire, you visualizing something and coming with you, you entering new experiences that, you may have dreamed of or you thought of. For me and my friends, we are basically answering each other's questions at this point. We're bringing up topics that the other one is thinking of, or we are speaking on things that the other person will talk with another person 20, 30 minutes from now. There's a lot of just togetherness, I guess you could say, when it comes to vibration right now. And, there are so many beautiful things that come when you're in that good alignment. And it's not like, there's a good alignment and a bad alignment, but when you're in alignment and feeling good, I should say. And it really is truly a feeling. That feeling is what determines the vibration that you have and sends a signal out into the universe to continue to send to you what you're feeling to reinforce what you're feeling. So what does it look like on those days when it's bad? Well, as the expression goes, when it rains, it pours. Sometimes that shit is debilitating. Sometimes there are challenges with our trauma. There's challenges with our subconscious. There are challenges with people around us. There are acknowledgments and choices and actions that we have to make and take that are truly painful and emotionally draining. They could be potentially physically harmful depending on the situation that you're in. They could be, you guys got to remember, we are breaking down pillars of potentially generational beliefs, generational trauma, of generational existence. We are changing these things and transitioning these things, and we are going to change the way our future generations think, feel, and behave forever. This is no easy feat, guys. This is no easy feat in any way, shape, or form. And sometimes this shit sucks. This shit is just emotionally draining. It could be sometimes, like I said, physically debilitating to where you don't want to get out of bed. You don't want to talk to anyone. You don't want to just do anything. You just want to lay there. However, once again, let me remind you that you are given the things in which you vibrate at. So if you're vibrating at a frequency of just saying that there's not enough, feeling like you're not enough, experiencing not enough, or if you're experiencing something that's debilitating or traumatic, the universe is going to respond to that frequency to basically continue to remind you of those things. When you're resonating at that frequency, it may not be the same exact experience or bring up the same exact trauma. However, there are going to be experiences that may resemble that which you're trying to release, but you're trapped in that vibration, or stuck in that vibration rather, not trapped. And you don't know how to get out. And you're kind of like, fuck, dude, I was just good yesterday. What the hell is going on? And a lot of it does have to look into, planetary alignments and things like that. So I encourage you, do your research. Look at how the human body, the human mind and soul are connected to the universe and the planetary alignments and those things that affect us that, we've always been told is either, witchcraft, magic, or bullshit in general. These things do affect us. This is a real thing. And there will come a time where we will have astrology incorporated in general science. You can say you heard it here first. Astrology will once again reincorporate itself into understanding the human existence and conditioning. That is what we are made of. That is what we are a part of. That is what we are partially vibrating to. So what does it look like? This journey of alignment, it's ups and downs. And I wanted to say that, how you're in alignment is quite honestly based upon how you feel. If you're feeling bad all the time, or if you're, not in a good headspace consistently, there's something to say about that. There's something to reflect on about that. And there's something to kind of maybe needed even to remind yourself of how far you've come or where you're at. Sometimes you just need to take a stop, refuel a little bit, get a little bit of spiritual energy, whether that be from others or yourself or, source, God, spirit, the Most High, whatever you want to say. Sometimes it's, doing things that make you happy again, even just for a brief minute. Maybe it's listening to your favorite song or watching your favorite movie, or listening to your favorite quote, reading your favorite book, listening to your favorite podcaster or, motivational speaker, whatever it is. There may come a time where, you're just not feeling it. Like I said, these are some very, very, very challenging times within the cosmos where we are experiencing an ascendance and an elevation in humanity. But in order to do that, we must first understand and assess what got us to this lower frequency or lower vibration in the first place. We must first understand and release all the trauma that's there. And sometimes that trauma rears its ugly head, and that shit is a beast in itself to even look at. I know people that are battling things like addictions or dependency on substances that, and if you're listening to this, and I know you will be, I just want to say I'm proud of you. I just want to say I'm so proud of you, because I have no idea what you have gone through in life. I have no idea what created that, dependency in the first place. But I am so fucking proud of you for acknowledging it, for staring it in the face, for staying strong and saying, I am not going to let this determine who I am or define who I'm going to be. I am just so fucking proud of you. And I want you to know that I love you and I support you and I encourage you, even in the rough days, even if you potentially relapse, even if you potentially go back, because I know that this is a part of your journey and that you will one day say enough is enough. You will one day say, I am no longer going back. I am no longer using. I am no longer this. I am no longer that. However, once again, it's a journey. This isn't a perfect experience. This isn't something where you wake up one day and you have this epiphany and then it's all gone. Hopefully it is. I really hope that there will become a time where you wake up one day and you're just like, oh, that trauma that used to be in the back of my head, or that monster that was, right there in my closet, or, that fear that was subconsciously buried, that's gone now. It just woke up and it just one day it's gone. I hope so. But I want you to also understand the little building blocks that took to get to that moment. There was a lot of acknowledgement. There was a lot of facing. Potentially there were, different actions or behaviors that helped you release that type of trauma, such as journaling, such as Reiki, meditation, whatever it is. But I don't want you to ever think that it's just a one and done kind of situation. It's not. There will hopefully come a time where, you consistently vibrate at a frequency where you don't pay mind to these things. But that doesn't go to say that they don't exist anymore. That doesn't mean that they're just kind of wiped from your memory or wiped from your life or wiped from, your family's history like a Etch-a-Sketch. They're still there. But the reality of it is that when you step into a higher alignment, you take back control of your power. You take back control of who you are. You take back control of the strength and conviction of your spirit. You take back and return to that which you are at essence. When you are in alignment, it's not about being this perfect being. It's not about being this know-all, be-all, or this end-all, be-all kind of person. It's not about having all the answers. It's not about, being happy all the time. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. This shit fucking sucks. This shit sucks sometimes, where you are just going through it and you're trying to heal and let go, and people are still coming to talk to you about what they got going on, and everybody around you is like, what do you do? What do I do? What do I do? And they're all looking at you, but you don't even know what to do with yourself. I mean, dude, this shit is crazy. But at the same time, is it not worth it? Is it not worth releasing that trauma? Is it not worth letting go of those things that we've held on to? Is it not worth healing from that dependency or that potential abuse, right? And it's not something that is going to once again happen overnight. This is going to be a journey, and this is going to take time. But I more importantly wanted to say all of these things to say that this is a journey. This isn't something that's going to be immediately easy. This isn't something that, you're going to be able to knock out in a day or a week, maybe even a month or a year, maybe even 10 years, right? Depending on what you got going on that you got to clear out. Some people's closets are, a 4x4 or a 2x4. Some people's closets are, an entire walk-in closet. Some people's closets are an entire warehouse. There's a lot of stuff that people got going on, and a lot of it may not even have to do with them. It may have been the choices of their parents, their grandparents, or so on and so forth. But we're now dealing with and we're healing from because we have the strength to do so. And that's another thing I want to bring up is, as you're going through this transition of consciousness and you're going through this journey of alignment, I want you to understand that you are going through this because you are strong enough to. You have the mental wherewithal, you have the spiritual strength, you have the capability to rise to this occasion and overcome it. You have the capability to overcome this challenge. Now, I know you might be asking, well, if I can do it, why didn't anybody else do it? It wasn't meant for them. It was meant for you. It is meant for you to change this journey or this direction for your family or for yourself. It is up to you to change this path or build this legacy. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and this isn't some shit we may or may not have remembered signing up for, because to be honest, we did sign up for it, but that's a whole nother conversation. But, it's hard to remember sometimes, like, fuck, dude, why am I even doing this? Like, what? It's so much easier to just go back. It's so much easier to be where I'm at. Or sometimes it's not easier and you're just fed up and tired of it. Regardless of what it is, and I say that to once again illustrate this one point. There are so many different backgrounds. There are so many different origin stories. There's so many different journeys of alignment to where it's not just this one cookie cutter that's like, okay, act like this and it'll end up like this, or think like this and it'll be like this. No, everyone's journey is going to be different. When you listen to the law of attraction, or when you listen to Abraham Hicks talk about, alignment and things like that, everybody, when you listen to those stories and those questions that they have, a lot of people are asking the same question, but that's because they're coming from different backgrounds. They're coming from different understandings. They're coming from different cultures and different perceptions to where, maybe the way that it was explained to one person doesn't resonate with the other person. Maybe the way that something was articulate kind of flew over someone's head, but it was exactly what another person needed to hear. So the reality of it is that we are all on different parts of our journeys, and we are all on different parts of alignment. However, we are all in our own alignment by stepping onto the journey and path of alignment, if that makes sense. We are all, by making the choice to enter alignment, are already aligned. Now, I know that sounds like you don't need to do any work after that. However, you know damn well you need to do work after that. You feel it, you sense it, you probably experience it, right? But I want you to know that you're not alone in this. And that's another major point I want to illustrate, is that yes, we're going through our own journeys, but we're not going through our own journeys. And I know that may be weird to kind of hear, but the reality of it is that we are all going through this ascension right now. We are all going through this conscious shift. And as a humanity, we are ascending consciously. But this shit sucks. I don't know how else to say it, dude. This shit is just, it's different, man. It's a different feeling when you are around people that are, once again, almost finishing sentences, that are potentially reading thoughts, that, you're coming together and people are showing you these angel numbers or numbers of synchronicity, where you guys are all buying crystals and people are bringing you gifts of sage and evil eyes and hamsas, and you're doing all these different things, even in a professional workplace, even at the job. Like, I got sage in my office at the job. Like, I got people where we come and show each other the angel numbers, or we have a little dance, or a little thing where we celebrate the fact that we are aligned, the fact that we are on the same journey. And then sometimes we share the stories that we're going through. The alignment experience that I'm having is very different from another individual's. And what it does is it reminds us that we are individuals in our journey, but we are on the journey as a collective. We may be on our own individual path, but the path is being walked by everyone. And we're all going to get there. We're all going to reach that place of, I guess you could say, even enlightenment or full alignment, where we are able to release our trauma, where we are able to release how we once felt. We are able to release and make peace with that inner child, with that abuser, with that molester or rapist. And, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to trigger anyone with saying those things, but this is what we're healing from. This is what humanity is releasing, and this is what raising that vibration looks like. So I really want to once again remind you all of the great task that you have been charged with and accepted. We are changing the way that our generations have thought. We are changing the way that our families have lived. We are changing the way that our future generations will be. And that's a lot. That is a lot to take on. That is a very, very, very large pill to swallow. And it isn't just bright days and easy moments all the time. There are dark days. There are debilitating days. There's depressing days. There's sad days. But that's how you know you're on the right path. If everything was just all easy and perfect all the time, you wouldn't need this journey of alignment. If there weren't rain to come, flowers would never bloom. And I understand it takes sunlight too, but you also need water. Because if you only have sunlight, you'll dry the soil out and the flower will never bloom or never grow or sprout. You need both. You need the light and the rain. You need the light and that dark to provide it. So I really just want to celebrate you all. I want to celebrate you all where you're at. I want to celebrate where you're going. And I want to acknowledge and celebrate where you've been. Because for a lot of us, this hasn't been an overnight journey. This hasn't been, something that we kind of just, all right, well, this is what I'm going to do today, or this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. No, this is coming from years of saying enough is enough is enough is enough. I can't take it anymore. I can't take how I feel. I can't take how this feels. I can't take thinking like this. I can't take experiencing this anymore. Something has to change. Something has to stop. But what you don't realize is maybe that was something that was experienced generationally. Maybe that was something that was taught in your household. Maybe that was something that was an unwritten rule, something that was subconsciously present, and you had no idea of it. So now what you're doing is not only healing and repairing yourself, but you're removing that experience or that trauma from your future generations. Like, I don't know how else to say it, guys. This is some heavy, heavy, heavy shit that we're experiencing right now. This is some true transformational growth. And, this is bringing stuff out of us that we didn't even know potentially even existed. But this is what that path looks like. This is what that journey looks like. And it's okay for it to not be easy. It's okay for us to not be perfect all the time. It's okay for us to not be at 100% all the time. I tell my team when, we start our days, I don't ask for 100%. I ask for you to do your best, because I understand that you can't come at 100% all the time. Shit, I can't come at 100% all the time. We're human. We have life things. We have family things. We have trauma things. We have personal things. We have all these things going on in life. And I can't expect you to come to work every day and give 100%, but I'll ask you to do your best, because I'm going to do my best, and by damn it, we'll get through the day and we'll figure it out, and we may even cry together, but we're going to get through it together. And that's the main thing I want to remind you all, is that you are going to get through this, that there will be a light at the end of the tunnel, and that you are exactly where you are meant to be. And I know it may not feel like it. I know this shit may suck. I know that it's just fucking horrible and annoying, and it's painful and it's hurtful, and you have to make choices that you never thought you would. You had to acknowledge things about people you never thought you would. You had to accept things about people you never thought you would. You had to make peace with things that were in yourself you never thought were there. There's so much, guys. So much. But you're getting through it. But you're doing it, you're rising to the occasion, you're lifting yourself up to the challenge, and you're making it happen. And I am so so fucking proud of you. I am so proud of me. I am so proud of each and every one of us for going through what we're doing, for rising to this occasion, for rising to this challenge, for being light workers, for helping heal others while still trying to heal ourselves, for dealing with our personal traumas and still being there for others, or for even just dealing with our personal traumas in general, right? I'm just so proud of each and every one of you. I just cannot stress that enough. So once again, if that journey to alignment or on while you're on this journey, if this shit doesn't look perfect, that's okay. If you wake up one day and are just not feeling it and just like, you know what, dude, just fuck this shit, that's okay. If you are, in this experience or this moment and just saying, you know what, this is just not what I thought it was, that's okay too. But stay focused, stay on the path, go with what feels good. Trust your feelings. Your feelings are the best compass right now through all of this. Logic may not serve us the best right now. I'll be honest with you. We may not be able to use logic because logic is a collection of our perceptions creating our understanding. But if we haven't perceived it yet, if we're not made aware of it, how can we understand it, right? How can we take in what is there? So sometimes you won't know. Sometimes logic isn't going to be able to be proven. So we're going to have to go with how we feel. We're going to have to go with what's in our gut, with what's in our soul, and what just feels right. And sometimes what feels the best may be ripping off that Band-Aid, or may be separating yourself from an individual or a career or, a life path that you thought you'd be on forever. Life has been crazy, y'all. Let me tell you, life has been something else. But life is giving us exactly what we have wanted. We wanted the peace, but we have to first understand and go through the hell. We want to let go, but we must first understand what we're letting go of. We want to heal, we must first address and understand the wound. We want to align ourselves and ascend, we must let go of that which is keeping us down and weighing us down so that we can ascend, so that we can align ourselves, and so that we can be exactly as we're meant to be. But it takes work. And like I said, I just want to say one last time, I am so fucking proud of each and every one of you for rising to these occasions, for staying strong, for staying consistent, for, getting through the bad days, for celebrating the good days, for sharing the good energy when you have it, for asking others for help when you need it. That is a huge one right now. For allowing others to love you right now. That is huge. For allowing in new vibrations, and for starting new chapters, and for trying all over again, and for just, going through this. This journey, like I said, is so different for everyone, but we're all going through it. And I just want to say I'm proud of you. I love you, and I commend you. I respect you, and you have my support at all times, in all ways, and forever. And I just don't even know how else to say it, guys. I really don't. I want to say that I'm always available for you. You are more than welcome to reach out to me at pmpvpodcast.com. You can reach out to me on Instagram. That's the @PMPVPodcast. Or you can also look me up on Facebook. Search my name, Austin Varvel. But I want you to know that I'm here for you. I read every message that when you guys reach out to me and tell me how, hopefully this podcast has helped you, or that, share your stories of alignment with me. Give me, things to share with people. Share with me where you've come, where you are, and where you want to go to. Share with me. Just share. I'm here. If you feel like you have no one else, find me on Instagram. Make an Instagram page if it's your first time, and just to send an email, or send an email to me. I'm here for you guys. Check out my website. I have a contact information on there. Whatever you need, however you need to vent, however you need to share, I will be here for you. I actually have another project coming up soon too that will make things a little more personalized for you, and you can kind of consider it like a me in your pocket. It's not an app, but it is going to be something I'm very excited to share with you guys very soon. So with that being said, I just once again want to say I love you all. I am so proud of you, where you are, where you're going, where you've been, and I wish you nothing but healing. I wish you strength. I wish you happiness. I wish you peace. And most importantly, I wish you love. I wish you love for yourself. I wish you love for this world, love for each other. And we can get through this. We are going to get through this. We are going to rise above this. We are going to succeed. We are going to win. I thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'm grateful for you always. Peace and blessings each and every day and always and in always and forever. Ashe.